Good evening, everybody, and welcome along to IndyILR Racing. This is ILRGT, the Super Formula category, and this is Tier 1, and we are at round number 9 in the world-famous Suzuka. I absolutely love this track. It's actually owned by Honda, believe it or not, and it's one of the world's most demanding and rewarding circuits. I think a lot of people love this track on the wheel because it's nice and flowing. And there's lots of different types of corners as well, and how they fit into a small space is absolutely remarkable. Anyway, I am Jess and I will be your commentator as per usual, so hello, nice to see you. We've got a relatively low turnout tonight, but hopefully we'll see a few people get in there, as we've got a few drivers returning tonight. H Racing Green is back after a few weeks break, so good to have him back, and also Phil as well. Phil is not stuck in traffic, which I do believe Phil was stuck in traffic last week, I don't know. But anyway, he's going to race for the final few rounds. And if you weren't watching last week's stream, because I didn't put it on Twitter, I really should have put it on Twitter at the end, but completely forgot. But anyway, Jamie has won the title. He's won every single race this season. And he won the title last time out. Basically, he won by qualifying, by the end of qualifying last week. So, but I officially called it at the end of the race. So, well done to him. So, the last two races are going to be for a bit of fun. Just have a little bit of a laugh, and hopefully you can see some good battles. H Racing Green, Phil, I'm talking to you guys. And maybe we might have some Blizzard as well. It's Jam did very well last week. He was a dark horse last week, to be honest, and he was one of my driver of the days last week, so I wonder how he's going to do this race. I think he's going to challenge by quite a lot. And I do believe Ethan is back as well, breaking Clades. He's in P2 at the moment, which is a quite respectable lap time. Now, in practice, we've seen people do 138s, 137s. I've overheard someone who did a 136, and I'm like, how? And that's probably Jamie. Jamie probably did a 136 in practice. Will he be able to match it in the qualifying? I don't know, but he is looking like he's on good pace at the moment. He's on his outlap though. He's gonna get a tow from H Racing Green anyway, because I think H Racing Green is on an outlap or an in-lap anyway. And both tiers are being streamed today. Woohoo! Finally! So you have a choice of which tier you get to watch. But I advise you watch this one, because we're going to have epicness in Suzuka. So tier 2 is being broadcasted, by the way, as well on the channel. It will be up in a minute, or if it's already up, check it out. So Jamie, let's go on a board on a lap with Jamie actually, because let's go on board with our champion. Now, let's just get the onboard camera up. No, I don't want this. What's happening? It just suddenly went on the back camera. I don't know what happened there. So I can't really go on board with him unless I do this. Wait, hold on. That is weird. So you're getting a backness, to be honest. And he got purple in the first sector. So yeah, so you can see back. I don't know why this has happened. It's probably a glitch in the game, but yeah. So I probably will have to stick to one camera tonight, which is a bit of a shame. But anyway, Jamie is going past the long apex, past Dunlop. Well, it was Dunlop ages ago, and going through to the curve. And you are about to approach a really tight hairpin, actually. Which is the spoon curve. Now, we've seen a lot of people bin it in spoon, even me. Binning it in spoon is not the best. And you can see how uphill it is by going on this back hill shot. So go past 130R right now. As wow, he's improved by 6 tenths. He is definitely going to get into the 136s for sure. So he's got a few corners to go. Hopefully he hasn't invalidated or anything. So he comes across the line. Goes through the final corner, start finish straight, 136.7. The first person to reach the 136s. Will anyone else reach it? We'll have to wait and see anyway. Formula Jake's just joined the lobby. So that is good. So we now have 8 drivers. I think we're expecting 2 more drivers, I think, in this lobby. So we got 8 at the moment, and I've heard from Matt that we're expecting 10. So 2 more, I think. It's Jam, I believe, is on a lap as well. So it probably is. Probably because I'm on a different camera. That's probably it. Hopefully the cameras will fix itself in the race, because otherwise it's going to be really hard finding some onboards. But anyway, here comes his Jam then. Past Spoon. Can he be the one to spoil Jamie's party? Could anyone spoil Jamie's party? Last week, Jamie started last and he won. Jamie's having none of that this week. He wants to start on pole. I did overhear from someone that Jamie was going to start last day, and he didn't, traitor. But he already started last already this season, so yeah. He's done his part anyway. I dare him to do it in the last race in Brazil. But anyway, all Jam goes into the pits. Pretty much everyone goes into the pits right now. H Racing Green has just set a personal best second sector. And we just seen Red Matt go into a little bit of a slide there. Past the little snake corner. It's kind of like the second S section in a way. As you go up the hill. Go through the back stretch and then into Spoon. We saw Matt in the gravel once again. Matt is hoping, to be honest, Matt is hoping for a much better result today, which I do hope as well. I did see Matt have some pretty much intense battles last week, so hopefully we should see the same this week. I can see a little bit of debris already on the track. Maybe the marshals haven't cleared it. But anyway, H Racing Green. He's going to start his on his 1:37.6. He improved by 1 second. And he is now up into 4th place at the moment. So the gap between Jamie and Jam, I think it's only 4 tenths. So I think Jam improved as well, the Spaniard. It was the Spaniard's home Grand Prix a few weeks ago, which he did quite well. A great debut. To be honest, Jam, I think Jam joined midway through the season, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I think he did anyway. I should know because I commentated on him. But there we go. So, yeah, he's on his out lap at the moment. I think, to be honest, everyone's going to go on out laps, I think, until they get to the end. I need to get myself a drink of water. There we go, because my throat always dries up when I do GT Sports comms. I don't know why. Probably because I don't have dinner before it. In other ILR comms, I have dinner before I do commentary. That's probably why. But anyway, Braken Clays is starting his lap. Please, cameras fix itself. No, it hasn't. Okay. GG game. But anyway, as he goes through turn 1 now. Very difficult to maintain. If you mess up the S section coming up with this, then you're really going to mess up on your lap. And you don't really want that to happen. So the S section coming up now. Going up the hill. And then going past the Dunlop chicane. And then it'll be going up to Degner pretty soon as well. And then going slight onto the hairpin. The hairpin actually crosses the 130R complex as well. So that's where it crosses anyway. It's just, you know, you could see the circuit kind of goes in a loop. And that's what I like about it, and that's what makes it so much fun to drive on the wheel in other games, so, you know. So we're going to go. Let's see what Braken Clays can do. I think he's finished the second sector. We'll see. Oh, 135.1 out of nowhere from Phil. How on earth did he get that lap? I'm sorry I didn't see that lap time. I wasn't paying attention. I was concentrating on Braken Clay's lap. I didn't see Phil top the timing sheets for the 135.1. He is beating Jamie's time by, let's look, 1.6 seconds? And he's already setting personal best. Oh my god. Phil is a machine. He is hungry for that win. To be honest, I really do hope someone else steals the thunder and gets the win today because Jake has won every single race. But there you go. Jamie's kind of like doing a Mercedes dominance. So, yeah. And it's not a different car. Phil is running the same car as Jam. Everyone is running the Super Formula cars. So, Brake and Clays is about 1.9 seconds off the leader. So that's him in 4th. Let's just go through the standings. We've got Phil in 1st. I'm used to saying Jamie in 3rd, but it's not. So we've got Phil in 1st, Jamie 2nd. Jamie's coming out of the pits now. And then we got It's Jam 3rd, Brake and Clays 4th, H Racing Green in 5th. He's on his out lap as well. And I think Red Matt's about to go on his final lap and get his final tyres tuned in. And then we got Blizzard 7th, and we got Jake in last place. How he's going on his out lap as well. Jamie's gonna find like a second. If he finds a second to get to Phil's time, then that'll be absolutely incredible. But I think, to be honest, I don't think anyone's gonna match Jamie in the race at the moment. I can honestly predict Jamie's gonna still win this race. So we do have 3 minutes of this session left to go, and we only got we got this round this week, and we got the final round in Interlagos. This season has gone so quickly. I've really enjoyed it. I commentated on 3 rounds in Tier 2, and the rest of it has been in Tier 1, and it's been marvellous. Absolutely marvellous. But I'll say more about this next week, actually. But anyway, I wonder how H Racing Green is looking. He is looking to... Nope, he's getting his tyres settled, I think, so I'm not going to follow him. I was going to follow Formula Jake, actually, because I haven't caught much of Formula Jake this stream, but he's in the pits. So, looks like Jake is going to start at the back of the grid, because I don't think he's going to have time to get an out lap in, and then a flying lap at some point. And someone said he hasn't played GT Sports since 2018, springtime. That is interesting. And Jamie's improved then. Jamie managed to improve by... no, actually, Jam's actually improved, actually. He's 73 thousandths behind Jamie now. Jamie could be under threat, but to be honest, for him, it doesn't matter about Jamie, because Jamie's already won the championship, so... Yeah. So that is all that counts in his eyes, anyway. So... What can Jamie do? Jamie's already setting green personal best. Yeah, he isn't setting purple sectors, so I don't think he's going to improve on his time, but you never know, he could pull it along. And Phil's just improved to a 1:34.6. The track is starting to evolve. This is absolutely crazy. And Phil's in the gravel. How on earth did Phil get a 1:34? People said they said did 1:36s in practice earlier, but you know, they must be. To be honest, they must have been sandbagging earlier on. I think that's the case. That's probably what they were doing. But anyway, we'll have to wait and see if Jamie can match it. And Blizzard is in the gravel. I don't know where that corner is. I can't tell really. That might be by Dunlop. I don't know. But the way the camera is positioned, it's just impossible to tell these days. H Racing Green just set a personal best there. Matt, how is he doing in the Yorkshire T livery? We've got about 20 seconds left of qualifying, so we've got to get a move on. Formula J, there we go. We haven't seen much of him, but here we go. He is in the Panasonic. I do believe he's new to the tier, so welcome along. Or he might have raced in a few races that Suit commentated on that I didn't see, so... to be honest, I don't know if he's new or not. Francis is going to join as well soon, hopefully anyway. As we got Jamie and Phil side by side. They know the qualifying's finished. Jamie is accepting that he can accept P2, and I think Jamie wants a battle with Phil, to be fair. Now, I think we're just waiting for Francis to join. Francis is going to join the back, I think. Hopefully he can join in time. but he hasn't got very long to join, really. So it's going to be tough to call. So it's going to be final lap for everybody. Yes, Matt can read my mind. Waiting for Fran. Mate, so this is everyone's final lap. As Jake has just had a spin. That is definitely Jake's final lap, I must say. So there we go. That's Jake done and dusted. And Jam's done. Breaking Clay's done. Blizzard's done. H Racing Green is still out. Red Matt is done. Formula Jake's done. So yeah, the only person that's out on track saying a lap is H Racing Green. So I think we have no other choice to follow him. So yeah, I think they were expecting for quali to finish now, but they're waiting for Francis. So yeah, hopefully it won't be that long anyway. Now I just got to retweet the tweet. There we go. I've just retweeted it, so you guys can look at the stream. As no, I think H Racing Green's slowing down. No, he's not. I don't think he's slowing down anyway. He's gonna go through Spoon anyway, and he's joined in the ILR car park, ladies and gentlemen. And H Racing Green is doing donuts. Yep, he's doing donuts. And Francis has joined the room, everybody. Francis has joined the room. Hopefully he could join as a driver soon as well. Otherwise, that's H Racing Green. Oh. So he had his moment on stream. He had his donuts on stream. I think probably Jack's gonna kill me, but there we go. By showing that, but only time will tell. Only time will tell. Right. So there's not much going on track at the moment, as everyone is stationary. And what are your predictions for the race? Let us know by letting us know. And we have started the final. Francis is joined. He's going to start from last place. He set no lap time. I don't think Formula Jake has set a lap time either. So I'm going to mute the music, because otherwise it's very loud. So here is the final for obviously the race. Obviously a 50% race if you guys new to the league. So here we go. We've got Phil Taylor, then Jamie, then it's Jam, Break Clays, Blizzard, H Racing Green, Red Matt, Formula Jake, Francis. There we go. Let's get started. And you can just about hear the music there. So the 5 red lights are about to come on your screen. Phil is going to be on your right-hand side. Jamie on the left. Who is going to get the edge today? The engines are revving and it is lights out and away we go. And Phil's off to a very good start. Jamie almost dropped off there. That gives Jam a little bit of advantage as well. We're seeing a lot of Clover liveries today, so let's see what's going to happen. Blizzard is almost going to go around the inside of H Racing Green, but couldn't quite do it. We're seeing quite a few changes already. Can we see Francis make up some moves from last on the grid? We'll have to find out, as Formula Jake has dropped it down to 9th. So Jake's had a poor start as well, but it is unchanged at the moment, with Phil Taylor in first, Jamie in second, Jam in third place. H Racing Green is going to be under pressure from Breaking Clays pretty soon as well, and I don't think the cameras have fixed itself, so it might be a button that's stuck, I don't know, but hopefully it'll be fixing itself soon. There's a lot of people trying to go around the inside of each other, so let's go on board with Francis. Francis almost went around the inside of Red Matt now. That was a really ambitious move there from Francis. Francis is known for ambitious moves, to be honest, and well, I'm going to try and move the cursor out of the way, so otherwise the cursor will be distracting for you guys, and I don't really want that. As let's just see what's going to happen to Red Matt. Right, Red Matt is on the gearbox of Francis, as you can see, going through 130R. He can go full speed, but don't go and get in the power too early, as Red Matt almost tried to go around the outside of Francis there, but he decided to call it off for now, as H Racing Green has dropped down to 6th, Blizzard 5th, and Breaking Clay's 4th, so Breaking Clay's had a very good start as well, up into P4, Jam staying in P3 of course, as well. We've seen H Racing Green has done one of his famous bottles into turn 1. He was hoping to have a much better race than that, but that makes him last place, which is a shame so far. But that puts Francis in P2. No, P2? What am I saying? P6. It's been one of those days today. It's been quite busy and work, but I'll have to wait and see. We've got someone in the chat. I can't even pronounce your name, so I do apologise. But anyway, there's someone in the chat that is rooting for Blizzard and France. They're currently running 5th and 6th at the moment, and we can see France is still catching up to Blizzard by a rate of knots. Francis is around about, I think, 1.2 seconds behind him. So you really got, actually no, he's about 6 tenths behind him. So he is catching. I think the best chance he can catch him is probably 130 yards. So we'll watch out to see that at some point. And I think another person that has quite dropped off massively is Red Matt, who's in 7th. He was in 6th and Francis got past him. So I wonder if Red Matt will gain some more speed. But let's see. Let's quickly go. We can see Red Matt in the background as Francis was slowing down. What happened to Francis? Did Francis DC'd? H-Racing Green and Formula Jack gone past him. What has happened to Francis? That is worrying. He just lost a little bit of speed going around that corner. Or maybe he wanted to let people through on purpose so he could have a bit of a battle earlier on. I don't know. Can anyone shed light on that? Because that would, to be honest, that was very, very mysterious. But anyway, so we've seen 2 bottles already. So Phil Taylor still leads by, I think, for almost 3 seconds. I wonder if Jamie can challenge him, or maybe Jamie is just going to hold on to P2. We'll have to wait and see how this race develops in that front. I think it's Jam is quite comfortable in P3 for now. So he is staying where he is at the moment. But I think Breaking Clays has got Blizzard charging and charging. You can see Blizzard catching up pretty soon as well. As I was trying to find the right person, but I managed to find the right person in the end. So can Blizzard get the straight line speed that he needs at the back? Nobody's got penalties yet, but I'm probably going to jinx it, and probably people are going to lose it at Spoon. So not going to say anything more, or people will never hear the I will never hear the end of it from the Tier 1 drivers in the Tier 1 chat. But there we go, going through 130R. Blizzard very tight towards Breaking Clays now, but Breaking Clays manages to stay strong and doesn't make any mistakes whatsoever. He is quite comfortable, to be honest, and but saying is quite comfortable. I think Blizzard has caught Breaking Clays napping then, and it's going to challenge towards the start finish straight. Let's go back on the backboard again. I don't know why it's still a backboard, not an onboard, but there we go. Blizzard is a bit too further back to try and make it into turn 1, but he could possibly try and make a move on the S section, maybe. Let's just see. Let's just see coming up right now. I don't think he's going to get the challenge done at the moment. I think he is all right where he is. Where is H-Racing Green on the circuit? He is up into 6th. I think him having that spin earlier on towards turn 1 and 2, it's not going to do his tyres any good. So he will have to pit earlier than usual, so which will be annoying for him. He's a bit frustrated. I think you can tell he's not going that fast because he's trying to save on his tyres, really. So he wants to keep to the same pit strategy, which is what he wants anyway. So he doesn't want to gain much disadvantage through that. So Phil's just set the fastest lap of the race so far with a 1:36.4, and 3.7 is the gap. Just past the Casio Triangle now, about to start lap 5. We could expect the guys to pit in, I think, possibly a few laps time. So watch out for these guys as they make their first pit stops. We are hoping to see also no retirements from this race. To be honest, I would buy them a chocolate if they, you know, I will surprise them anyway, all these drivers, if everyone who started makes their way to the finish line. Please. Please. If they're watching the stream, please. Because I think most races we saw just like one person retire. So, and also another prediction in the stream. Do you think everybody will finish tonight? We have 9 still running. France is at the back, so I think France is lost there, and I think, oh no, I think I jinxed myself as France is in the wall. I just jinxed myself, haven't I? Oh my god, I'm never going to live it down. To be honest, I am known for jinxing on this channel, and yep, he's out. France is out the race. Oh my god. Why? Why? Right, I'm done. I'm not going to say about people finishing ever because that happens. That happens. And to be honest, I feel so sorry for France because I think I jinxed him, but there we go. So now we're down to 8 runners so far. But I think due to him hitting the gravel is caused a bit of retirement. At least, to be honest, at least I actually caught someone's retirement this time. I was a bit worried I didn't catch somebody's retirement, but I did this time. So you can actually see. So it's all good. It is all good. How is Phil flying away? Phil is setting fast laps at the moment. We've got Jamie who's not. And they're probably going to put around about the same time as well. There's not much battling happening on. And speaking of battles, I think there is going through the S section with Blizzard. Blizzard is all over the gearbox. Blizzard going to go around the inside. It's an audacious move from Blizzard as he tries to look for every opportunity. He's trying to look for as much space as possible. He now goes to the outside of him. Side by side, going through the Dunlop curb. Can they quite do it? Almost touching wheels almost. And we have confirmation that Francis has left the session. Blizzard now has the edge on Braken Clays and he gets the inside. They're matching every single line, which is pretty decent. And there we go. Blizzard is up into 4th place, which looks pretty incredible. Braken Clays are going to try and make a move around the inside as he tries to. No, Blizzard closed the door on him. Superb battling from these two. Some very clean racing. To be honest, nothing dirty about that. As hopefully we'll get some battles like we've seen in the Nürburgring. And I think this is just a start, I think, between these two. Going past the Casio Triangle then. Braken Clays is just got past Blizzard on there. It's now up to Blizzard to gain the advantage back then. What can Blizzard do? Braken Clays up into 3rd. And we got 2 people in the pits already. We got It's Jam and we got H Racing Green. So these 2 go into the pit lane. So we've got Blizzard and Ethan still fighting into turn 1. Blizzard is going to try and make a replica move that you've seen earlier. As well, let's see where you can go from Blizzard. He's charging. He's gaining the speed. And he goes round the outside. Almost. He wants to go for the inside line this time, going through Dunlop. Oh my word, this is getting absolutely intense. My heart is racing a million miles an hour. This is what I like to see here in ILRGT, is people racing and matching each other's pace. I mean, they are very good on this game. I know Blizzard. Blizzard is a fast driver. He only switched to the wheel recently, and he is doing quite well on this game to the wheel. So we'll just see how he copes with Braken Clays under pressure. Now, about to go through the S section pretty soon as well, and hopefully these 2 don't bottle it there. Doesn't look like they're not though, which is good. Blizzard's got another chance going to 130R. He's going to get the outside. He's going to get the outside almost to 140R. 140R? 130R. There we go. 130R. He is going to get the inside. Braken Clays brakes just the right time to go through the inside of Casio Triangle. Blizzard just holds on. And, oh, Braken Clays goes off a little bit. And, yeah, Blizzard gets P3. Braken Clays dives it in the pits. And I think what Braken Clays is hoping to do is for that undercut to work on Blizzard then. So Blizzard, I think, is going to pit within the next lap. And DNFing said this battle was hot. Yes, it was. It was pretty amazing. It's not as hot as last week. Last week it was absolutely boiling in my room. But it's not as hot this week, commentating on this. So it's good. Hopefully we can see more battles from Blizzard and Breaking Clays. Now, Breaking Clays is coming out of good position. He's just coming in front of H Racing Green. So H Racing Green is in front of him. So H Racing Green and Breaking Clays. H Racing Green, I think, undercut definitely worked for him, because I think H Racing Green pitted a lap earlier. And to be honest, I keep saying to be honest too many times, but anyway, the undercut is always very powerful here. So I wonder if Breaking Clays has got that strategy absolutely right to get ahead of Blizzard, because Blizzard was not that far, like, ahead, to be honest. Breaking Clays is hoping that H Racing Green is not going to hold him up, because otherwise Blizzard's overcut would work on him. Jamie and Bill are going to pit at the same time as well. Blizzard is going to possibly come out in the lead. Well, he's not going to be the net lead anyway, but I wonder if Blizzard is going to dive into the pit lane now. We'll just have to wait and see. Yes, he does. He dives it into the pit lane, so your top three goes into the pits. I think Phil will be the first person to come out across the line. Yes, he does. Comes out quite well there. And soon followed by Jamie, and then Blizzard getting his tyres on, H Racing Green and Breaking Clays. I think these two are going to do it. It's going to be tight. I know H Racing Green is going to do it. So H Racing Green is going to come out third, I think. But he will have to pit a lap earlier than anyone else. Blizzard comes out ahead of H Racing Green. I was wrong. But he doesn't. Breaking Clays doesn't come out ahead of H Racing Green. So the undercut worked for H Racing Green for Breaking Clays, but unfortunately Breaking Clays' strategy did not work. So everyone, I think, is pretty much pitting now. I think Red Matt has pitted as well. We could about to see another battle on our hands as well. We got Red Matt and Formula Jake too. So Formula Jake is right in front of him. So how is Formula Jake looking with his tyres? He doesn't look too bad at the moment. I think it's going to take a while for his tyres to come out to temperature, because I saw him weaving a little bit going towards the S section. So someone is hoping for a three-way battle between Breaking Clays, H Racing Green and Blizzard. I would like to see that, to be honest. That would be cool. But we could see that. But looking at the gap, we could see H Racing Green has got Breaking Clays past him. So I kind of missed that battle there. So I do apologise about that. But there we go. So we have got so many intense battles, it's hard to keep up. As going through 130R then, let's follow Red Matt and Formula Jake then. Going towards it. Red Matt is going to gain the speed as he possibly can. He doesn't want to be last of the finishers then. Going past the Casio Triangle, and no, it is not called a Casino Triangle, and it's not named after a Casio calculator. Well, it might be. I wonder if it's named by a Casio calculator. But anyway, Formula Jake stays ahead. And I think that is done and dusted, that Breaking Clays is going to be ahead of H Racing Green then. I think that is what it's going to be, I think. But you never know. H Racing Green, also known as Harry, is, to be honest, hungry. He's hungry to gain the speed that he can, as long as he doesn't do too many bottles. And I think France retired because he was apparently a danger to the grid. So I think that was to be honest, that was a sensible move for Francis there. So that's why he retired. So he just did the best move possible. But to be honest, everyone that finishes gets some decent amount of points. They won't just get 1 point. They'll get 2 points or more now due to the fact that we only have 8 drivers. Let us know who your driver of the day is so far. As you can see, H Racing Green is I think Braken Clays is managing his tyres a lot better because he's starting to get a little bit more warmth in them compared to H Racing Green, I think. So H Racing Green, I think, is going to stay P6 for now. Unless they could be challenged during the final pit stops. As H Racing Green has left, what has happened to H Racing Green? So Harry is out. He has done a Le Mans moment where, you know, he might have disconnected. I don't know. He's done a Le Mans moment which, oh no. I am tempted to play Evil Dragon's clip from that, but I don't really want that. And he said, oh, off BT. So, yep, that is his internet. Oh, Harry, mate. That's like the second time I've commentated on you, and it's your internet died. First of all in Le Mans, and then the second in Super Formula. So, BT, if you're watching this, we hate you. And fix H Racing Green's internet, please. Because we can't afford any internet troubles. I'm not with BT actually. I'm with PlusNet, and PlusNet is not actually too bad, but I know PlusNet are owned by BT, so hopefully that doesn't mean my internet doesn't die. So hopefully that doesn't, you know. Its Jam has got a 4/10th penalty, so I don't think that's going to make any difference to Its Jam. He's going to stay where he is. Blizzard in 4th, Braken Clays in 5th. I think due to the retirement, I think the only battle we're going to see is Formula Jake and Red Matt at the moment. So, Formula Jake 6th, Red Matt 7th. Now, Red Matt could be at more of an advantage as Red Matt has a little bit more slipstreams. I'm riding on the back of Formula Jake at the moment. As Red Matt is going to try and dive it around the inside. But Formula Jake is just too quick for Red Matt there going into turn 1. And couldn't quite do it. So there we go then. That is pretty much Formula Jake holding on to his position for dear life. And he is definitely going to get P6. Unless Red Matt could challenge pretty soon. Now, I was hoping today I would see Phil Jamie's type battling Suzuka like we saw in Nürburgring, but that's probably not going to happen. As the gap is between Phil and Jamie is around about 5.5 seconds. So yeah, no, I don't think we're going to see that battle today, I'm afraid. Gutting, absolutely gutting. But anyway, I think that these two are just so far ahead of the rest of the field that they are a force to be reckoned with, really. Shame you don't really have well, you do have teammates in ILRGT, but it's not really that obvious in the game, unless you, to be honest, look at the standings. So, on lap 13 and 25, we are halfway in this race so far. Jam has reduced his deficit. He's now down to a 2/10th penalty. Blizzard in 4th. Blizzard is around about 4 seconds behind Its Jam. Braken Clays 5th. He's about 10 seconds behind Blizzard. Formula Jake's about 19 seconds behind Red Matt. And could this be Red Matt's chance going into turn 1? No, he can't. Red Matt just can't get the power when he needs to at the moment. I think he's a little bit more cautious at times trying to go through the S section, because, to be honest, the S section I find quite difficult as well. So if you produce full throttle in the S section, you're probably going to die. So you don't really want that, and I'm probably going to end up cursing people again. So, not going to say anything more for these last few. Well, I am still going to commentate, obviously, but I'm not going to say much in the way of jinxing, because it's not going to help me whatsoever. So now the gap has increased between Formula Jake and Red Matt. It's now 1.6. So yeah, Red Matt is just not finding the rhythm. Maybe his tyres have called it quits for now. People have pitted around about lap 7 for tyres, so it is they're about to go on their final stint of tyres, but they will either choose to push it a bit more on their final stint to go on extra 2 laps, or they would possibly go through an extra 2 laps this stint as well. Let us know what you think as well. And so I've just noticed Red Matt has a Vauxhall type of livery as well, which I haven't really noticed the detail, mainly because I've got my computer glasses on, because I'm meant to be wearing VDU glasses when I look at screens. I always do it at work, I never do it at home, and I should really be wearing it at home because when I look at screens, because it will just make my life so much easier, and it will just make my eyes less tired, which seems to be working quite a bit actually, but hey ho. There's not really much battle going on at all, is there? Apart from Red Matt and Formula Jake. Red Matt just seems to find the pace when it's due around the corners, and these tough corners. But around the straight and the S's, that's where he that is where he starts to lose a bit of time. DNF said, looks like Phil is having a flawless day. Yes, he is having a flawless day, to be honest. And it's Jam is going to be the first person to pit, right on cue as well. Like I expected, people were going to pit. So, good on me. Am I a good predictor? Yes, I am. Well done, Jess. You could applaud me later. Only joking. Only joking. But anyway, not interested about the pits at the moment because they'll all be going on the super soft tyres regardless. Formula Jake and Red Matt have got a battle on their hands. Red Matt not going past the Casio triangle this time. Will he go past the start-finish straight to get the move? Maybe not. Maybe he's going to try and have a look. Possibly. He's the closest he's ever been. He's got a much better chance there. But I think he just, knowing him, he just wants to stay behind him. But we want to see some battles, lads. So Red Matt, please produce some battles. But I think he knows Formula Jake and he knows when to push it and when to not. I do see a Marshall walking up there. And you do tend to notice when there's not much going on, you tend to notice the things that you never see in the background that are going on as well. It's just I pay a lot of attention to detail with these things, but just me. It is just me. So halfway through this race, let's go through your order then before people have pitted. The early people have pitted for their second stop. It's Jam, but apart from that, Phil leads this race with Jamie P2, Blizzard P3. He's got a 3/10 penalty, but he's going to be alright because he's got a good gap between himself and Braken Clays, which is 17.8 seconds. And Braken Clays has also got a penalty in 4th. It's Jam, only person to have pitted for his final stint, in 5th. Formula Jake 6th, Red Matt 7th. Come on, Matt, get this move, have this battle. I mean, you've got to do it. You're having a good chance now. They're side by side going towards 130R, and Red Matt's gonna take the inside. Formula Jake just said, "See you later." Though you're not having that position. I know you're caught, but you're not having that position, and it's gonna be a battle for the pit lane, lads. Battle of the pit lane. It is really. Oh, it's actually up to the pit crews, but there we go. But anyway, it is up to the pit crews to decide who comes out first. To be honest, I think because Formula Jake went into the pits first, I think Formula Jake will come out, I think that's what it is. So, Red Matt and Formula Jake still waiting then. Oh, it's going to be close. Wow. Okay, I was not expecting that. Red Matt comes out ahead of Formula Jake then. So, Red Matt did what he needs to do, but we do know Formula Jake is really good on track. So, I think he might just edge him slightly, Formula Jake, but you never know. Red Matt has got to gain some time. Lizard and Phil pitting. Well, I think Phil has just pitted, actually. Has Jamie pitted? Jamie's staying out. But I'm almost certain. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know how long pit stops are in Super Formula. Because obviously, these guys also have to refuel as well. Whereas in Formula 1, it just lasts just under 2 seconds. So in a normal F1 race, it's about 20 seconds. But in, well, 23 seconds, I think, in Suzuka. But in Super Formula, I think it's about 30. Because you're waiting an extra 10 seconds for the fuel hose to get as much fuel you want in your car. I wonder if the drivers in real life will dictate that. That's breaking Clay's pits as well. Blizzard is still ahead of breaking Clay's. So I think that's pretty much everyone's final stop except Red Matt and Formula J. Actually, no, Red Matt and Formula Jake have pitted because obviously Red Matt did the undercut on Formula Jake. So I did tell you the undercut is the most powerful thing on this game. And we are about to see some blue flags being thrown. Jamie in the pits then. We're going to go right on board with Phil then. Jamie's going to go on his final stop. The pit crew are anxiously awaiting. Hopefully not much mistake is made from Andrew in his pit stop. I am praying. No, not Andrew. Why did I say Andrew? That is weird. A random name just popped into my head. It was Andrew. I don't know why. But anyway, Phil is comfortably ahead. And I don't know what happened to my screen there. I just had a little bit of a blip there. Hopefully you still be able to hear the stream. Hold on a second. So I think we're all right. Just let us know. Just let us know if you can still hear the game sound. If not, I will fix it. But I think we're okay. So let's see if we have pretty much. I think the gaps now have started to tumble a bit, which is a bit of a shame. So we're not going to see any last lap battles towards the end of this Grand Prix, which is I think we saw it last week. So we'll just have to wait and see. Phil Taylor has had the fastest lap pretty much since the start of this race. I think 1:36.4. I think Jamie has just accepts the fact that he doesn't want to win all the time and he wants to get the win. And that is what he wants to do. You can hear game sounds good. So I think it was just the TV having a little bit of a blip. And it didn't affect the stream. So all good. Jobs are good. And I am so relieved. Thank you guys so much for pointing that out. Now, whilst these battles are going on, let me just tell you a little bit of information about all the leagues that are happening today. Well, this week. We had the second round of ILRPC yesterday for F1 2019 in Bahrain, which was a very good race, to be honest. Lots of attrition and someone that made the two-stop work, but that guy's very fast anyway. The PS4 tiers begin their second round on Thursday with the lower tiers. So ILR 8, ILR 7 and ILR 6 at 6:30 tomorrow. And ILR 5 and 4 at 8 PM as well. Friday it will be the turn of the Xbox tiers at 7:30. And on Sunday it will be ILRs 1, 2 and 3. With ILR 1 at 5, ILRs 2 and 3 at 7 o'clock. I nearly said 6:30, but it's not at 6:30, it's at 7. So there we go. So that's just a quick update on the leagues. And I did produce together a stats of fastest laps in qualifying, race and the overall race time as well. So if you want to check that out, check out my Twitter, because it was very intriguing. But you never know. I am going to do this every week if I don't forget. So Phil is absolutely, he is on fire at the moment. He is just bossing it. He's rocking the ILR livery. But speaking of ILR livery, there was a rally driver who was racing in, I think it was Rally Finland, and he had the ILR logo on his car, and that's pretty cool. And I know him quite a lot because I raced with him on dirt rally in Rallycross. So he is a good driver, to be honest. He's fast. He's way faster than me. But yeah, we do race in Rallycross on the game quite a lot. So, but he is quite good. So nice that people wanted to rock those liveries like that. So we're just not seeing any cutthroat battles at the moment. I think we're just waiting to see. We're just waiting to see if the guys are struggling on their tyres, because it depends on when these guys pit as well. DNF, and you're from Finland as well? Oh, nice. I know quite a lot of people in the esports world in Finland. Finland is quite a popular nationality for people to take part in esports. So I didn't know you were from Finland. I thought you were from the United Kingdom, but obviously not. You speak very good English, by the way, in the chat. So that is good. To be honest, I would like to learn other languages, but it's literally... to be honest, I did learn French for a little bit. I did it for GCSE, got an A. I did it a year early as well. I was quite chuffed. I even shot my teacher. My teacher was like, I don't think you're going to pass French. And I was like, oh, there you go. I not only passed it, I aced it. So there we go. And then I did A-level, French A-level, and got a D in that, but rip. And I think since then, since 2013, I haven't carried on learning French, and I've pretty much forgotten most of it. So I will probably have to relearn a bit of French. I would like to get fluent at it, because that would be quite cool. But anyway, we're going off topic here. We don't really want to get off topic. But since there's not much going on, I thought I may as well keep the stream entertaining. Finish is quite tough to learn. I can imagine, because, you know, and tough to write as well. When I see Finnish people sometimes write in the chats when they forgot to translate in English, I'm like, what the hell are they saying? It doesn't make grammatical sense for me. I mean, no, not context, in the context way. I know it will make grammatical sense, of course, otherwise it won't be the language, but I'll just be like, what the hell? But that's why French and Spanish I quite like, because they're quite similar and have the kind of like the same roots. But yeah, that is my personal opinion. But anyway, Jam in fourth. Jam's best result was P2 last week, but he's going to get a consistent top 5 finish for him, which will be good for Jam. And I wonder what the results will look like towards the end of this race as well. As going towards 130R comes Jam. Braking place has got a penalty. And Red Matt is in last place, which is where you don't want to be. But unfortunately, we lost 2 at a time, lost 2 people. France is due to himself bidding in the wall, and H Racing Green due to his internet DCing. Shame on you, BT. And if BT were watching this, they're probably going to mess up my internet. So, not going to say anything more, because that is not going to end well. So, and also DNF said, I believe Finnish is comparable to Japanese or something in terms of difficulty. I would say so. I think Japanese is harder. Sometimes when I commentate on Japanese circuits, I can't even understand what's on the signs at times. But at least for some of the signs, they're in English, because otherwise. But I think in real life it'll be in Japanese. I wonder. But anyway, 2 more laps to go then. Phil Taylor is about to start lap 23 of 25. With Jamie comfortably in P2. I think Jamie has got the gap down, I think, a little bit to about 4 seconds. No one has challenged Phil for the fastest lap yet, so it will be the guys further down to get it done. Yes, I know. Oh my god, yeah, I forgot about Chinese. Chinese is hard. And Korean have their own characters as well. That's why I find Korean ever so hard. If they have in a phonetic way I can understand, I can actually learn how to pronounce it. I did do a bit of Chinese in year 8 in, well, I think I was 13, when I was 13 in 2008, and all I know was hello, how are you, I'm good, thank you, goodbye. That was basically what I learned in Chinese. I completely forgot everything else. I was like, ni hao ma, wo hen hao jie jie, or something like that. And I forgot what goodbye is. I thought I would remember, but it suddenly came out of my mind. But I think that's Chinese or no, it's Mandarin. It's Mandarin. Oh my god. But anyway, I don't know. There's so many different variations of Japanese. No, Chinese. Oh my god. But like I'm saying, I would like to start to get to learn languages again. That'll probably, when I take a week off, because I still got to put leave off work, I am planning to relearn or learn at least a language, a bit of it, because that'll be pretty cool. Still, we got 7 runners, so there are about 7 runners that are going to get some decent amount of points. DNF is laughing at my horrible pronunciation of thank you in Chinese, but yeah, that was horrible. I don't think I pronounced that well, but I'm not a Chinese person. I'm not racist at all. I just wanted to show you that I learned a bit of Chinese when I was at school. I think so what I learned at school was I did French pretty much since secondary school. I did Spanish from about, I think, year 10 to year 11, and since Spanish was so much similar to French, I was able to pick it up quite easily because it was similar. I did German for 1 year in year 7, but I hated it, so I decided to do French instead, and I did Chinese for 1 year, and that was it. Well, it might have been Chinese for 2 years, actually. We're getting slightly off track here, but I do apologise. But I hope you find this stream entertaining anyway. But anyway, we are about to go on to the final lap as we're about to see a different winner for the first time in ages. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Because I thought we were going to see a Phil and Jamie battle, but that wasn't going to happen. And unless Phil bottles it, Phil could be our first different winner, apart from Jamie, which would be insane. Phil was driving a mega race at the moment. He has had a very good start as well to the race. He has controlled himself. He has kept it in the track. Oh my god! Oh my god! Jamie's about 1.9 seconds. Could we see a last lap battle? Please, 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 please. Come on. Oh my god, this is getting very intense. I think Phil's tyres might have started to have enough. This could be Jamie's opportunity. This is what we want to see here in ILRGT. The leaders battling. I think it's a little bit too little too late for Jamie, I think, as they go through 130R. Yeah, I think it is going to be too little too late, which is going to be a shame. How did Jamie caught up to that? I don't know. Blizzard's got the fastest lap, so Blizzard has taken the fastest lap away from Phil. But anyway, Phil's about to cross the line. Jamie is not going to do it, sadly. But Phil is going to come across the final corner, past the Casio triangle, to the start finish straight. He is our first different winner of ILRGT. He has beaten Jamie to the line by 1.5 seconds. Well done, Phil. Jake comes across the line a lap down in P6. And Blizzard, I think Red Mat's about to cross the line in a minute as well. I think Blizzard is about to lap Red Mat as well. So here comes Blizzard then as he comes across the line. He's been scoring some consistent podium finishes in this league, which is well deserving of him. So all we've got then is it's Jam and Breaking Clays to finish. So apart from the battles we've seen between Breaking Clays and Blizzard and H Racing Green earlier, we haven't seen much to him towards his second stint. But that was because obviously he wanted to try and conserve a little bit more as well. As Jan comes across the line in P4. So that means Breaking Clays is going to be the last person to cross the line. Here he comes. And looks like he's reversing across the line. I am not sure you meant to do that, Breaking Clays. But anyway, here is your final results as H Racing Green has obviously retired, and also Francis as well. So those were your 2 retirements. But apart from that, you know, it was pretty decent. So Phil is the only person to beat Jamie this season. And Jamie called it at the end of qualifying. Who would have thought? But anyway, that is the end of ILRGT for this week. We hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you want to watch more ILR action, you obviously can watch this back. And also, you can watch Tier 2 back as well. See how their race got up to. I'll probably do that later on as well. But I've got to do some ILR 8 practice for tomorrow. Well, actually, I've got to have dinner first. But anyway, make sure you check Tier 2 out anyway. So, make sure you join us next week in Brazil, in Interlagos, for the final round. Obviously, the championship has been decided. And hopefully we can have some more battles like we've seen today in the final race. And hopefully we'll get more people as well. But until now, I'll be JustGames95. Have a good evening. And we will see you next week at 7:15. Good night.